By Reeder, has a man out in the flat. Cherry's got it, dives forward over the 45-yard line, close, Tommy, to that first down.
John, you're right down there with it. Did we get a good spot?
They're going to look at it real closely, Tommy. The first down marker is on the 46, right past the 46, so they're going to bring the chains in for a measurement, and we'll let you know just in a matter of moments.
And, Tommy, surprisingly, the chains are not all the way across the field.
And here we come.
They're going to pull it tight, and, boy, we're an inch short. I mean, it's not more than an inch and a half or 2 inches, so a little bit better spot, and we got a first down. And instead, we're looking at about third down and less than a tip of the football.
So it will be third down, and as Don told you, inches to go for the first down for the Blue Devils, leading 7-0 here early in the second quarter at Horace Jones Field in Murfreesboro. Our first of 2 trips to this facility, Tommy.
And we're high atop the press box up in the film bay, and this isn't a bad place to be. A little breezy up here tonight, really comfortable.
3rd and inches. Reeder will bring his team to the line. I formation. Let's look for Sellers to get the ball. Nope, Grissom straight up the middle, puts his head down, and I have suspicion, Tommy, he got the inch that he needed.
Oakland covered up Jody Atwood. They put 2 defensive linemen, one on either shoulder of our offensive center, and Lebanon, just with the zone blocking, trying to wedge it out, picked up that first down yardage. Terry, we have moved the football on these guys tonight.
Tommy, in the first quarter, we had almost 100 total yards, while Oakland only had 2 net yards, but still the score is just 7-0 Lebanon.
Griffin has come into the ball game. Cherry has left. He will be the wingback on the right side. Will Griffin with the I formation behind Reeder, and plays blown dead, and they want to try that little inside handoff to Griffin. Illegal procedure. More than likely will be the call against the Blue Devils, and that'll set them back 5. Stall your drive a little bit, Tommy.
Griffin picked up his hand and was moving just prior to the snap, and it looked like we had a good play. Woodall had pulled and was in position on the defensive end. He has got the key block in this. He's trying to keep that guy hooked, and Lebanon picks up the penalty, and I see Bob Dillard conferring with the officials down here, and they're trying to keep our guys off the sideline. I guess Bob's wanting to officiate a little bit too.
First down, 15. Griffin out as Gannon has come in at that wingback. He'll give it to Sellers, and this time he goes nowhere as knifing in comes Harry Lehman, and he takes Sellers down for about a 3-yard loss. So now, Tommy, it's going to be 2nd and long.
Oakland stunted right into the play we had called. They brought Lehman, the linebacker, on the stunt, and he made a nice play catching Sellers in the backfield and beating the block, getting Sellers before he really had a chance to get going. Terry, is that his first negative yardage tonight?
First one, 8 carries tonight, 47 net for Jade, his first time caught for loss.
So it'll be 2nd down and rather long for the Blue Devils. 2 wide receivers. Cherry to the near side. It is Clemens split wide to the left. Reeder straight drop, wants to look over the middle. Carson complete across the 50 and fights his way down to the 46-yard line. And Tommy, he got back a lot of the yardage and will bring up 3rd down and right at 4.
And Reeder got popped just as he delivered the football. Somebody blew through from the backside and hit him, and Jason is taking a beating tonight, and that carpet is softer than it has been, but it's a lot harder than grass.
Out of the game, we'll go Cherry. In will come John Clemens, excuse me. Get the names wrong. See, you'd figure after 4 weeks I'd know these guys, Tommy.
Well, seeing them once a week, Sam, I'm amazed you got any of them right. It's tough.
3rd down and 4 for the Blue Devils. Clemens split left and right. Reeder looks over the defense. Long count. Now he'll give it to Grissom straight up the middle. Big hole, and he may have scored at the 25, 20, 15, taken down at the 9-yard line. And, Tommy, I think he would have scored if he hadn't have just bowled over the umpire.
The ump took the shot. That was the hardest lick put on Bo Grissom. He broke the line of scrimmage in great shape. Super run by Bo, and good effort after making contact with the umpire who was too slow to get out of the way. And Bo, Terry, with a great run from scrimmage.
From the 46 all the way down to the 8, that's 38 yards for Bo, his longest run from scrimmage this season.
So it'll be first and goal for the Blue Devils at the 8-yard line as Grissom puts them in scoring position. Had to make a move or two, Tommy. I really believe Bo would have scored.
He had the initial line of scrimmage cleared, and it was just a matter of how much ground those Oakland defenders could make up, and bumping into the official gave them a break.
So first and goal for the Blue Devils. As Reeder looks over what's now a 6-man line. He'll turn, quick drop, wants to throw. It is in Cherry's hands. Does he get the feet down? Yes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
Great pass, great catch, single coverage. Brooks Cherry just runs the fade route, trying to get separation from the defensive back, and Terry Reeder laid it right on the money.
Perfect pass, Reeder tonight, 5 of 5 passing, 64 yards, and a touchdown to Cherry.
And Terry, you were telling me something about his offensive efficiency rating.
I did his offensive, or actually the quarterback efficiency rating, and we've had a great quarterback in Lebanon the last 3 years, Greg Triplett. Reeder's efficiency rating was actually better than Triplett's.
They will let Presley try the extra point. He misses this one wide to the left side, so the Blue Devils now lead 13-0, and we'll be back with more action after this break.
Hello, I'm Amy Repsher, a senior varsity football cheerleader at Lebanon High School. We are here at TRW with Mr. Ken Caldwell and Mr. Jim Mills. We would like to say thank you for your support and present to you these football souvenirs.
Thank you. We're glad we can help. Best of luck to the Blue Devils this season.
Let's go Devils! Hooray!
Left in the second quarter, Lebanon gets on the board again. Brooks Cherry, an 8-yard touchdown reception from Jason Reeder as Lebanon goes 64 yards in 7 plays. The extra point is no good. 8:39 left in the first half. Lebanon leading Murfreesboro Oakland 13-0.
So what you were saying, Terry, about the numbers is that Jason's numbers just through the first four games were better than Greg had all last year.
All last year, or any of the 3 years he was actually a quarterback. He has an excellent quarterback efficiency rating, Jason Reeder does.
Zachary to kick off for the 3rd time on the evening. The Blue Devils lead 13-0. Another solid kick will be taken by the upback at about the 11, out to the 20, 25, 28-yard line goes Tony Patterson, and that's where the Patriots will start this drive. And so far, Cherry, they haven't had a lot of offense.
You're right, Sam. As I said earlier, the first half they had 2 net yards. This quarter they've got 0 net yardage, so not a whole lot of yardage. Makes my job awfully easy when the opposing team has 2 yards.
You're just keeping stats for one team now.
I can keep them on one hand. I can do a good job.
Jason Henson had that tackle for the Blue Devils on special teams.
So first down for the Patriots. Counts as the quarterback with the I formation behind him. Yes, Patterson is the tailback. He'll drop, give it to Patterson, straight up the middle, goes absolutely nowhere, gets to the 30, and just across it is. He runs into the middle of that Lebanon defense, and in particular, number 65, Ian Crockett.
Crockett's done a great job for Lebanon. He's a quick kid at 235 pounds, pretty mobile, and that quickness has allowed him to make a lot of tackles right at the line of scrimmage. Coming into this game, he was our leading tackler at 37 stops. Joel Griffin was second with 36. Ricky Phillips had 35, just flying up from the secondary, making a lot of tackles.
So second down and a long 8 for the Patriots. 5-man line for the Blue Devils. Counts, turns, tosses it to his tailback, 30, 35, and he will be close to the first down. Will Jason Wilkerson, as he gets out near the 40-yard line, and they'll give him the spot, and that's a first down. And Terry, is that not the first down Oakland's got this evening?
By far. In fact, that's the first time they've really gotten close to a first down. It's 7:17 left in the second quarter, and Oakland has just now picked up their first down.
So first and 10 for the Patriots. 39-yard line, the line of scrimmage, I formation behind Counts, wide receivers left and right. 5-man line for the Blue Devils. Play fake by Counts, wants to throw. It is tipped by the up receiver, that being Chris Overton. And Tommy, I really think he was going for Tedder down the field, and he had him wide open, except Overton put his hand up.
And Damon Pitt laid the wood to him, and that's going to really hurt because the receiver, Overton, got smashed by Pitt. The pass attempt is going for naught as ineligible receiver downfield is going to be called against Oakland. And folks, Damon Pitt has left the field. It looks like Damon may have jammed a shoulder or taken a stinger. I see John on the way over there to take a look at him, and in a few minutes we'll get over with John and try to get a medical update as Lebanon's trainer, Kevin Wolf, will be attending to Lebanon's sophomore defensive back, Damon Pitt. That makes us a little have to worry about that depth in the secondary now, as 2 starters are now out. Chris Lehew's out of the game, did not dress because of that shoulder problem he's got. Checking in at what they call the strong corner position for Lebanon is Jeff Buchanan, the junior defensive back, nicknamed Buck. So Buchanan, Phillips, Tressler, and C in the secondary for Lebanon.
And the defense looks to have to be bouncing around as Counts runs it real quick, throws it down the middle of the field. He's got the pass complete to Patterson, who does a little hook turn and will get down to the 47-yard line of Lebanon, good enough for the first down. And Tommy, I think the Blue Devils declined the penalty, and it took the officials a minute to figure out what was going on, and by the time Lebanon understood, Oakland was running a play.
Lebanon wants to adjust when Oakland goes to that one-back set. They want to go to the nickel package. That means a couple of guys on the field have to change positions, and in doing that, it created a mismatch in the secondary, and Tony Patterson blew clean into the secondary.
So they have that one-back set. Again, Emerson Williams is the lone back. Straight drop by Counts. He has good protection. Now it breaks down as he will scramble away, trying to throw, and finally, oh, what a hit put on him. Now let's check and see who that was,
That
Tommy.
looked like Reynolds.
Reynolds had it. It was Reynolds. He was being chased on the far side by Wilson, and Wilson turned him around, and Reynolds just laid him out.
Good pursuit by Mark Wilson and some of the other guys up front as Lebanon came with a 4-man rush, and Trey Reynolds just would not be denied. He kept coming, and finally got in on the tackle.
And Tommy, we're going to say, use one of the cliches, that's a coverage sack, because he couldn't find anybody downfield to throw to.
Absolutely right.
So second down and long, the ball back on the 47-yard line. This Counts again, straight drop down the middle of the field, has a receiver complete to Chris Davenport down at about the 33-yard line, and that's good enough for a first down. And Tommy, they're starting to mount a drive.
Moving the football in the air, Lebanon in that nickel package brought both linebackers. The ex-quarterback, Davenport, got open on the deep turn-in and first down yardage. And Terry, what about the quarterback Counts throwing the ball tonight?
Tommy, he's now 2 of 7, but he has completed his last 2 passes. He's completed one to 14 and that one to Davenport for 20.
So first down, 10 yards to go. I formation now as play fake. He wants to throw again. This Counts has a man wide open. That's Titter. C gets down there just in time and knocks it away as the ball will go incomplete.
Great move by Ron C. Tedder's running the flag, running toward the sideline, running a flag route. Ron C. comes over to give help to Phillips from center field and comes over at the last second, almost making the interception, and knocks that football away. Wilson leaves the football game as Bowles returns for Lebanon in the middle of that defensive front. Also for the Blue Devils, Damon Pitt's back, and we never checked with John, and John, we'll get with you after this play.
So single back for the Patriots, 2nd and 10, as it is Williams, again the lone back. Patterson is a wing back on the left side. Counts, straight drop, has a man chasing him. Again, gets away, unloads, in and out of the hands, and Pitt made a beautiful play to keep Tedder to coming up from it. But Tommy, a very good job by Counts of scrambling away from the pressure.
He escaped from a couple of Lebanon rushers. John, what about Damon Pitt? We see him back out there.
Talking with Kevin Wolf, Tommy, a lot of times on a high-impact tackle like that, they'll get what is called a stinger, and had a little numbness in the shoulder, and Kevin worked on him over here for 2 or 3 plays, and